What's going on, everybody? This is Cool Fury. Welcome back to the Cool Fury Music Channel. Welcome back to another video. So, I'm just going to get straight into it with this one, man. A few years ago, when I released my very first music video for my very first single called Turn His Life Around, after we put the video up on YouTube, I remember looking in the comments section and I came across this comment, and the guy asked me a question. He said, have you ever thought about doing G-rap, gangster rap? And I just remember looking at the comment, and I just remember being disappointed because I felt like my record was good enough, was really good actually, just as it was. But I guess for him, if it had that extra gangster element to it, that would have made the song that much better. And I just remember being disappointed about that because I feel like I can talk about the life I live, coming from the blue collar working class side of things. Felt like I could talk about that life, make it interesting, and make good music. Because the truth is, I don't do gangster rap, and the number one reason I don't do it is because that's not the lifestyle I come from. That's not the lifestyle I currently live. My father was a factory worker until he retired, and then he got into other jobs. So coming up, I saw him going to work every day, and that's exactly why I do the same thing now. I still see him going to work. So he was my example when I was coming up. He's still my example. He was a man's man, working man. He always has been. And so that's the number one reason that I don't do gangster rap. And but the number two reason, honestly, is just as important as the first reason. And that reason that I don't do gangster rap is because of the energy. Um, Energy is very important. The kind of energy you put out there, extremely important. Because the thing about energy is, it doesn't just come to a screeching halt. Energy transfers from one person to another, and eventually that energy you put out will come back to you. So I just want to put out positive energy because I want positive energy coming back to me. Positive motivational energy. That's the type of energy I try to put out when I make music. So um, that's the that's the type of energy that I expect to come back to me. And I make gun references and things like that in my music, but that's on a self-defense tip. Like, that's not on no tough guy stuff, trying to be a gangster and all that. That's just talking about defending myself, license to carry type stuff. You know what I mean? We have a license to carry, use guns, whatever. Um, that's what I choose to use to protect myself. So that's all that is. But no tough guy stuff here. I'm just doing me. And honestly, I have a son, so how can I tell him to try to be a good citizen, be a good man, be respectful and all this, and I'm on my sons talking about toe tagging niggas and jacking niggas and all this type of stuff. So I would feel like a hypocrite if I did that. So there's that. So recently, in hip hop, we all know about the Nipsey Hussle situation with Eric Holder, his alleged shooter, and everything. And I feel like energy has something to do with that shooting in a way. I mean, I'm pretty sure Eric Holder was jealous of Nip, and that was probably a bigger part of the motivation for that shooting. Nipsey had the girl, Grammy nominated, you doing all this business, making all this money. Eric Holder probably wishes that his life, was like that. So that was probably a bigger part of it, but I feel like energy is probably another part of the motivation for that shooting. Nip was, he came off like a very alpha male type, very strong, kind of guy. And he was a G too, came from the rolling 60s and all that. So for a guy like Eric Holder to come at somebody like Nipsey, he probably felt like he had to come with guns blazing. So I just think about that man, and he did him so dirty. Shot him, ran off, came back, shot him again, ran off, came back, shot him again, shot him in the head, kicked him in the head, just did my man's dirty. You know what I mean? And I think about stuff like that before I write songs, and I just think about the type of energy that I want to put out there and what I want coming back to me, and it's just crazy nowadays, man. So you gotta be careful what you say and what you do. I just try to stay in my lane, talk about what I know, and just leave the extra stuff to the side, man. It's too crazy out here to be talking crazy and then expect for nothing to happen, in return. Like, when you say stuff, you put stuff out there like that, things find their way back into your life, man. So I just try to be careful about that. And, that's why I don't make G-rap, gangster rap, man. That's why I don't do it. So whoever asked me that question a few years ago, if you watching this video, this is why. This is exactly why. And that's that, man. So definitely, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Leave a comment. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Share it. Check out the other videos on my channel. Check out my new single, No Love. I'll leave a link in the description below. And man, R.I.P. Nip. Well, that was messed up. Like I always say, man, in these videos, just watch your back, man. Be safe. Be careful out here in this crazy world, man. And God willing, I'll catch you in the next video, man. I'm out.